Good morning, Year 6. It's Monday of week 2, and my last reading video what we're going to be doing, because the great news is you are all coming back next Monday, which we are so looking forward to. But for today's lesson, we're going to be looking at thinking like the author. And it's sort of similar to one which we looked at back in term 3 to do with the use of vocabulary. So there's elements of that, but also thinking about how the author has used words to try to explain exactly what they're trying to get across to the reader. So it says, what does thinking like the author require? And to do this, the author, thinking like the author, why they use specific words or phrases. And this is really going to be useful, not only for your reading, but also for your writing as well, thinking using specific vocabulary or phrases to really get a point across. So the purpose of the day is looking at what you need to identify in the meaning of words and phrases and to understand why have they been used. It helps you to think like an author and helps you to gain a better understanding of a text. So, like we've done before, what types of questions will be asked when it's asking you to think like an author? We got the ticket question, quite a common one, which we've seen before, where the question will ask you to choose from a list. You may be asked to think about why the writer has used a particular word or a phrase, and it will be one or two of the boxes that it is asking you to tick. So you just need to really make sure that you look at the question carefully to see what it is asking you to do. So for example, on this one, the writer makes his job sound like the detective work. Which two of the following words does he use to show this? So you need to think about, well, what words have been used which a detective would be described as. And in this instance, it's asking you to tick 2. So that's the ticket type question. Another type of question is the what does this tell you type question. It says this type of question will ask you what a particular word or phrase tells you about something in the text. And it says if you're unsure, find the word in the text and read it in the context. So in this example here, it says what does the word stamped tell you about the way Jackson was feeling? Okay, so why is that specific piece of vocabulary, stamped, being used and in this instance to show the way Jackson was feeling? All right. So that's for what does it tell you type question. Another type of question, the why these words type question. This question or type of questions will ask you to explain why an author has chosen a particular word or phrase. Although these are similar to the ticket questions, you will have to write your answer yourself. So it's not a ticket type question, but you have to explain in your own words. So this question, for example, it says over and out. And the question is, why has Lizzie used these words in her diary? So you need to think about, well, why we use over and out? Right? What does that mean? What is the author trying to explain to the reader without actually telling them? So there's some examples of the types of questions that you'll be asked, and here are what might thinking like an author ask. So these types of questions, what do these words tell you about something? Why has the author used these words? Why do you think the author has? How is the writer? So those types of questions that will be asked. Now we're familiar with this, what we're going to be doing next. This time we've changed the text. So you're going to be, over the next couple of weeks, looking at an extract from Our Teachers Are Superheroes. Very apt, I think, and answer the question. So on the next page is the actual text itself, which you can have a look at in a bit. And these are the 3 questions that it was asking. And there's a mixture of different type questions which we've already looked at. The first one, you can see that it's a ticket type question, and these next 2 are asking for you to explain in your own words. So just have a look at those questions and think about them, and then on the next page is the text itself. Here's the actual text. Okay, it's part of chapter 1, all right, the very part of it. So pause the video, read the text, and when you're ready, unpause the video and go back and have a go at answering those questions. Now, once you've had a go at doing that, you can then unpause the video and I will go through and see what information I have used to help answer that question. But don't forget, like we've said beforehand, if you are using parts of a text where you're getting your answer from, underline those bits that you are using to help you when you are, in particular for those last two questions, having to write your own answer, how that can help you. So have a real good go. And then when you're ready, unpause the video and we'll go through the answers together. Right, well done for having a go, children. So as you can see, like I've done previously, is that I've answered the questions in different coloured text or the line to show my answer. Now, I've done that, so when you look at how I've got my answer, you can see where the particular part of the text I've used to help me answer it. So spend the time just going back and forth to see if you got similar answers to what I did. Excellent, children. So there's one last thing you should do. Now it's your turn to have a go, and the text that you're reading and is a PDF file is The Wizard and the Tree. So read the text here and then answer the number of questions following it, and then the answers will be at the bottom of the page. Like ever, if you want to rewatch a video for further support, please do, and have a real good go at it. Next time we do some reading, we'll be as a whole class, which will be fantastic. So have a really good Monday session, and we will see you for grammar tomorrow. Bye, everyone.